Hey, everyone. What's going on? I've got my festive Christmas ugly sweater on, ready for this drop. I can't believe how many drops we have this week, and they've actually just finally announced the last one. So, in this live stream, we're going to be going after, of course, the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, which I'll get my phone pulled up here on screen here in a minute. But it is crazy to see just how many drops they've been doing this week, and they're going to end it with a bang, right? We just saw Groot actually announced from Guardians of the Galaxy. So, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. We're going to try and get the Steamboat Willie together. I just dropped a video earlier this morning about just how impactful this drop is. I mean, it's a historic NFT for the NFT space as a whole, and especially on VeVe. Like, I was actually debating myself, like, do I really want to cover this? Because I want to scoop up as many as possible in the actual secondary market. But I had to put it out there. I had to let people know just why this is such a great NFT. So we're going to be going through it today and getting into it. We're going to all win together. We're all going to secure hopefully one Steamboat Willie, hopefully two. We're going to be going for rebounds. We're going to get into it on this drop together. So do me a favor. Thanks everyone who was in the chat. Please hit that like button. Let the fam know that we're here. I just posted on Twitter too. Go ahead and retweet it if you're on Twitter. It's time for my ultra. What's going on, everyone? Thanks, Daniel. I love that comment. We got Ursed, Whippets, Garrett. What's going on? J-Dog in the house. What's up, man? Groot. I know. Groot's exciting. You like my sweater? Thanks, Salim. What's up, Fabrice? Welcome, everyone. Hit that like button. Let's get into it now. So let me go ahead and pull my screen up, and we'll see what I'm going to talk about today. We'll get into the Steamboat Willie, but let's first talk about, boom. All right. So what I recommend is I would go ahead and get your app pulled up now and stay on it. And what I normally do is I usually actually hop out of the, let me get that out of there. I actually hop out and then back in like 2 or 3 times, because what that does is it actually kind of like trues up the clock. So I'll hop back out and then back in. And I've seen that this usually gets the clock a little bit closer too. So let's see. Got 36 minutes and 17 seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a look at this next to time.gov. This little trick I got from actually VeVe Vault, and like this helps actually kind of see, is it in alignment? So time.gov. So it looks like the clock with VeVe actually does move a little bit faster, but let's see if we can get it dialed in a little bit more. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty close. So that should be good. We're going to be getting into it, but I would, again, like I said, go ahead and restart the app a few times, make sure you're in here. And what I would do, and then make sure that your clock is like pretty close. It could be within like a fraction of a second, kind of like how mine is. Like it's probably about half a second off. And like that's VeVe's timer versus the time.gov side. So that's what I've seen be effective. And with this one, I mean, I'm going 2 devices with, I got to get this drop. Like this is an absolutely killer drop, and you guys want to make sure that you nail it. If you don't nail it, I'm going to go through why it is important to get it in the secondary, because the price on this, and it could happen immediately or it could happen a little bit later, but this is a pretty key drop that you want to make sure that you have in your collection, not financial advice. Now, the reason why I said you should be able to get on sooner than later, I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everyone. Thanks for everyone for joining in. Make sure you hit that like button. The reason why I'm saying that you should be in now versus later is because of the AWS issue that we're seeing today. So Amazon Web Service logs 3rd outage this month, affecting Slack, Epic Games Stores, Asana, and many, many more. Now, this has affected VeVe in the past. It doesn't look like it's having an effect yet, but that means that maybe we could have some slower deliveries. That means maybe we could have some issues with logging in. So I would make sure that you're in now versus later, because this is one that you do not want to be late for. So I'm just checking my multi-devices, and they've never said that you can't use multi-devices yet. So what I do is I use an iPad and I use my phone as well to go ahead and go for the drop and make sure that it's in alignment. Give me 1 second. How's everyone doing? Restart your phone around 3 times, hop on the foot, tap your head, and rub your belly. Yes, that is 100% how you do it. Comic Fion has, and then also you want to make sure you wear a tinfoil hat. Make sure that you yell at the last 3 seconds, David U at the top of your lungs. It's called U-gate. So that's U-gate, is you just want to yell David U last 3 seconds, and you will secure the drop no matter what. Work 60% of the time, every time. And then also, if you want to spoon your router, that helps too. It makes it feel loved. All right, I think I've got my times all aligned. Oh yeah, they're good now. Cool. All right. So like I said, you may want to hop in sooner than later because it does, we're having some AWS issues and that could affect VeVe. We haven't heard anything about it yet, but let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to everyone who's in the stream. Let's win this drop together. Let's see who's all in here. And then I'm going to continue on into some of the, what's up, Reslone? Lots of mints, huh? Yeah, so there's lots of mints, but when you look at the, where is he? When you look at Steamboat Willie, and I actually just did a video on it this morning, like think about how, like, this doesn't have a list of its FA or FE yet. I'm betting it's FE, but they haven't listed it, right? So I'm curious what it's going to be. If it's FA, this is a grail piece, in my opinion. It's probably going to be FE though, and that makes it definitely a blue chip still, because the Spider-Man drop was 32,000 first appearance though, common, and they jumped up all the way to $400 and are now around like $300. So when you think about how incredibly important Steamboat Willie is, he's over 90 years old, right? He is the soul, the heart of the Disney IP, to the point that you can still see Steamboat Willie popping up before movies like right now. Like you can go put on like Frozen or Moana, or maybe not Moana. It's Moana Pixar, but I think Moana's Disney. So you will see this play, right? Like that, it'll be animated and play. And like, that's because they want the historic strength of the brand tied to Steamboat Willie and to their IP. It shows like just how long they've been around and how strong they are. So yes, there are a lot of additions, but do not sleep on this drop. And I think that the common, because of how much less additions are compared to other large commons like Spider-Man, is actually going to be worth more ROI. Now, when I say worth more, obviously the animated, like the ultra rare, is going to be worth, a lot more in dollar amount, but there's a ton more additions for ultra rare compared to other drops. Like you can go get a secret rare Loki Gator animated, and it's what, $1,200, but because of it being Steamboat Willie, this will probably be roughly 3,000, maybe higher, maybe 2,500 to start. But that's a lot of additions. So when you think about how many commons you could scoop up, maybe I bet it's going to probably list around 200 to 250 in the secondary market, and then probably consolidate down, and then it'll probably shoot back up once people see how many people are accumulating. That's what happens every time with these commons. So do not sleep on these commons. I know there's a lot of additions, and I don't see an FE or an FA mark yet, but this is a important drop that you do not want to miss. All right, let's continue. Where was I? Continue on, but let's see. Sup, Taps, Groot, let's go. Shout out to everyone in here. I appreciate you guys for coming in here. Ooh, what's up? Hey, what's up, Adam? Thank you for the super chat. Turn your phone upside down and tapping the button actually works. I've hit the last 5 drops like that. So the upside down gate, right? Like there's all these little things. I also heard from Johnny Dunn, I believe it was, that if you actually click the Valdo's suitcase 800 times, it creates something interactive, right? Just kidding. That's like a joke that's running around the community where they're trying to figure out how interactive it is. But there's so many different little tips and tricks and fun things. Thank you for the super chat, Adam. I appreciate you. Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up, The Truth? Appreciate you, bro. Have you tried Pinhole Gate yet? What is Pinhole Gate? OG Law, please type in the comments what Pinhole Gate is. If it's anything like Space Gate, then that's what I do. Is Pinhole Gate where you reset your phone? Because that'd be hilarious. So for those who do not know about Space Gate, if you're doing this drop with us today, welcome. Again, happy. We've got 29 minutes left to go. We're going to go through some of the content as well as other drops that we're seeing this week, which are awesome. But this is Spacegate. Right here is where you want to start tapping before the drop. So when we get around to like, I usually do around like 3 seconds or 2 seconds, you want to start tapping this area right here as fast as you can. And you could hit the notify me, but it'll just kind of like tap on, tap off. I would try to steer away from this, but definitely tap in this area. And that's how you get ahead of it. And that is Spacegate. All right. Go Blue. I hope you guys like my festive gear. I'm going to my bowling league later today. Every Wednesday, I'm part of a bowling league, and I'm going to be wearing this for some festive spirit, as I think most of the other of my team and other bowling colleagues will as well. What's up, Gail? The time is nigh. I agree. Yep. So Kobe Collect says barely any mints, to be honest. Only 0.015% of our current user base will get today's drop. That's insane. Oh, when you put it like that, like, man, this is going to be such a hard one to get. Like, I'm going to be very, very, you guys are going to, this might be the first stream where you see me cry. Notice I said the first stream because I know there's going to be more. When Pokemon hits, when anime hits, and if I don't get Dragon Ball Z, if I don't get all the Pokemon, I'm going to be crying live on stream. If anything, that would get more viewers, right? Hit the like button if you want to see me cry on stream. Just kidding. Do not. I'm probably not going to cry ever on stream unless like something crazy happens, right? I'm an emotional guy. All right. OMI price, end of 2022 protection. So people have been asking for that. Now, when you look at the OMI price now, I mean, nothing's really happened. Oh, I was going to say this too. When you think about how impactful Steamboat Willie is, like on us as a culture, and how it's reverberated. Like if you watched my video earlier this morning, it was like an 8-minute video. I had to come out and let everyone know just why this is such a crazy important NFT for VeVe, but also for the entire NFT space. It is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not memorabilia, but it's like true Americana. That's it. It's true Americana that's spread across the world. Like Mickey Mouse is the most recognized figure in the entire world, to the point where tons of people, and like Steamboat Willie is recognized from the movies. Like it pops up every movie now. And like people have tattoos, like tons of tattoos. And don't worry, I did look ahead to make sure there's no risque tattoos on here, but there are so many people putting this image on their bodies to immortalize what it is. Like it shows the history, the depth to the Disney brand, and people love it, right? Like this is the OG. This is the first Walt Disney animated cartoon with sound. And yes, there was Plain Crazy that came out beforehand as like the first Disney cartoon, but it was the first test. It was not the first launch to the masses. Steamboat Willie was the first one launched, had wide amounts of success. Then they re-released the Plain Crazy and another one with sound, and it did much better. So this was the actual trendsetter, the game changer, the absolute GOAT of the Disney Mickey Mouse brand. So back to your question on OMI price. I was going to go to CoinMarketCap. OMI. So nothing, like I've said a couple times, like why has OMI not, jumped up in prices? Because nothing's really happened with it yet. Everything's happened with VeVe. Like that's why VeVe collectibles are way up. They continue to do really well. But when you look at the price of what can affect OMI, we don't have exchanges. Immutable X phase 3 is happening in a little over a week, but it hasn't happened. And we've known about it for 7 months, right? Or 6 months. And so nothing catalyst wise has happened to really move the OMI price besides little announcements here. So it creates pops. Now, in hindsight, had we really known that, OMI would have been an amazing, amazing swing trade. But because we didn't know that, it was extremely random and too hard to play as a swing trade. So knowing that now, I mean, we've had tons of time to accumulate too, right? So like my bag is much, much bigger than it ever would have been if this had all happened like at the beginning of summer. So I'm happy for that. But at the same time, we need these things to happen. So when you ask me for a price prediction, Isaiah, and thank you for the super chat, I want to give you one, but we need to see what's going to happen with these initial catalysts. So we're going to see Immutable X phase 3, the migration of our tokens from GoChain to Immutable X, happen that first week of January. So after New Year's, probably January 7th-ish. And then it'll start happening. And then during that time, I imagine in January, we'll see like an exchange or two. And that's going to give us a good baseline to see how the market, how investors react. And that's going to be enough for me to understand how to price it. Now, I think what I would do is a price prediction for the price of OMI before the bear market hits. I'm a strong believer that probably the end of March or sometime in May, we could see a bear market happen based on a financial collapse or issues that are happening with the tapering of inflation in the US. And people who are not in the US, I know I have you as subscribers too, and I appreciate you. The financial markets in the US and China tend to have a vast effect in other markets. So I'm not being, a conceited American or anything like that, but I'm saying when there's financial crisis in the New York Stock Exchange, it affects the Nikkei in Japan. It affects all the other markets as well as, China's effect too. So they're the major markets is what I'm trying to get to. So I'll probably be able to give more of an OMI price prediction in 2022, looking at what will happen in January and or the beginning of February. But thank you for the super chat. All right, shout out to everyone here. I appreciate you guys. Are you excited for this drop? I mean, I think everyone is, but if you had a chance to watch the video earlier this morning that I put out, then you're really excited for this now. And it is going to be a blue chip. And if they somehow list it as an FA, which I don't think they're going to, it would be a holy grail for sure, in my opinion. It's 700 times 007 backwards, apparently. Okay. That's how many times you have to click the suitcase. Got it. All right, I'm catching up on some of the comments, and we'll keep going on this. What's up, Omi the Clown? What you thinking price for secondary immediate listing taps? You preloaded up. So I did preload up. I did not sell a bunch of collectibles, but I actually did just sell. I saw it just sold like right away. My Stay Puff, man, which I love the Stay Puff, from Ghostbusters, but I needed the gems, even though it's only an additional, 200 and something that I sold it for. I think what it's going to list in the secondary initially, probably people will list it around 150 to 200. And then I think it'll climb, and then it'll consolidate, and then people will scoop up the floor, and then it'll run away. That's my guess on the commons. Secret rare, not really sure how it's going to go. Uncommon, not really sure how it's going to go because there's so many more additions, right? So when you compare the commons, and I spoke about this earlier, to the commons compared to like a Spider-Man or Captain America and all that, it has less, but it is such an important character. And when you look at the price effect on VeVe collectibles in the app, it isn't always about total additions. It isn't always about FA versus FE, even though that is a big play. And it isn't always about animation. Like look at the Storm, which was a low mint on the secret rare, and it's animated, but it hasn't really held up a lot of value. When you look at the Loki Gator, which I think is super undervalued, like low mint, it's an FA, all that. It's animated on a secret rare, 888 editions, I think it is, but it is not really a high amount. So because of that, the commons are the ones that I'm going to be trying to scoop up as many as possible. Like I would love to get 10, even if it cost me $2,000. I would love to be able to get 10 of these and just sit on them and then watch the price run. But of course, being careful and with how you snipe and how you scoop is going to be important. Like I personally don't want to spend more than $200 per common. So initially when it comes in, I'm going to be watching for it. And man, I wish if you guys don't know how to snipe in the secondary market, it's extremely difficult. But and I can't show you now because the market is closed, but what you want to do is when you are in the market, I won't let me show you, unfortunately. Nope. So when you are in the market, what you want to do, actually, I'm going to hop back out of this one more time and back in because I want make sure my Bluetooth is off. So I've also heard having your Bluetooth off does help with some of the ping on it. All right, we should be good on time. But if you don't know how to snipe, what you should do is when you just click on the market button and just refresh that top, and then you'll see the post right away. Instead of clicking into the collectible and looking and refreshing up there, you'll see when something is posted right away and just click in and then try to get to the buy now as fast as possible. As well as the other way is to look for something that is roughly not the floor. Like even if it's $10, $15 more than the floor, just grab it, right? Because the floor quickly rises on some of these, and you want to make sure that you're able to get something before it shoots up in value. All right, I hope that answers your question. Omi the Clown, thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate you. And Omi the Clown, if you don't know Omi the Clown, he is the creator of Ecomi Wiki. I've shown this on many a video. I used it today. Like when I said I sold my Stay Puft, man, it's because what I did was I went to all collectibles, top gainers, and I was like, what can I sell that I don't have a complete set of to try and get more collectibles? And I was looking down here and kind of seeing, you know, what's up today. And when I kept going, I actually listed my Just Us as well, not the black and white, but on here was Stay Puft somewhere. Well, he was on here. Maybe he moved down after I sold. But this is how I kind of look at things I want to sell, when I want to sell them, because you always want to sell when they're at a high. And of course, I'm on Spider-Man, I'm not on Stay Puft. But if I go to a top gainer, like let's click on Serena, it's up 27% today, right? You zoom out and you look, well, it's up today, but we can see that with that big push, if I wanted to wait for Immutable X, the next move, it'll probably rally up again. But in terms of how it's done in price action, 32 is a pretty high floor price in general, but we know that we can get more if we were patient and wait a little bit longer. Let me move back out. Where is it? So this is the tool that I use a lot. I also use cherry charts as well as when I want to scoop something. So if I'm looking for good deals, I'll click on the top losers and I can see, okay, top loser at 32% down is the common Day of the Dead, which I'm surprised for because we're going to see the next stamps. Like this is it was actually all the way down to $100 for a common, right? That's pretty good, especially since the price has kind of been all over the map. But we can see that, yeah, floor price is pretty good at around $99. So that's actually pretty close to a good jump, especially since it did jump all the way up to $165. So this is Omi the Clown's baby. I use it all the time. I appreciate what you do, bro, because it's an awesome tool to use. All right, so back to Mickey, and I'm gonna see. I've got a couple of comments in here. Thank you so much, Lori. Appreciate you. Secret Deadpool or Secret Coke? Thank you for the super chat. Oh man. Well, how many editions is the Secret Deadpool versus the Secret Coke? Because let's see, Deadpool. So Deadpool Secret Rare is 1,666. And the Coca-Cola Secret Rare is 1,866. And so because they're close in price, there's one benefit more so to the Deadpool, and that's that he's animated with like a bunch of features. Like he's more fun, but Coca-Cola is the bigger, well, I mean, it's Coca-Cola. It's the first drop of Coca-Cola, where Deadpool is, yes, it's the FA of him, but it's Coca-Cola's first drop, right? Deadpool is, I guess, probably like the what, like 10th, or I guess what? Captain America, Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Loki Gator, Storm. He's probably like the 6th or 7th or 8th character dropped from Marvel versus the very first Coca-Cola dropped NFT on VeVe. So to me, I would actually go Secret Rare personally on the Coca-Cola versus the Deadpool, even though the Deadpool animated is really cool. Just my thoughts. Thank you for the super chat. All right, I'll get back to some more of the questions. But again, thanks so much for being here, guys. Hit that like button. Let the fam know that we're here. We've got 13 minutes and 56 seconds until the drop. Make sure your fingers are ready. Make sure you're in the app, because we are going to get this together. Let's make sure that we're good on our timing. Yep, we're golden. Okay, so let's continue on. So this is time.gov, by the way, for those who don't know. It's not exact to what VeVe's timer is, but it's pretty close. And so I always click in and out of the app just to get it tried in line. Adam Awesome Face says, code collectors don't care about FA as much as you'd think. The first code was one of ones, and so this is the first available to public outside of an auction. Exactly. Like, and that one sold for tons of ETH. And there's also Coca-Cola jackets and things like that you can wear into Decentraland NFTs that have also done really, really well. Timothy Franklin says, hey, Taps, when does the secondary market usually open after the drop? And would you wait a day for things to cool off or try to get it today, going for ultra rare? So it usually opens roughly around 30 minutes to 35 minutes. But I'm kind of curious if there's going to be any delay today because of the Amazon, the AWS effects that we're seeing. There's some outages that we're seeing. So hopefully it doesn't affect VeVe, but it could, and that could create a delay in not only us receiving our collectibles, but also potentially in the opening of the market. Most likely not on the opening of the market, maybe just the delay of us receiving the collectibles, but always think ahead just in case. All right, so let's continue on. Wait, what? What do you guys think about Adidas NFT recently dropped? Adidas dropped an NFT? Oh man, that must be a direct competitor because of the move from Nike acquiring Artifact NFT into the metaverse. Adidas Originals joins G Money Bored Ape Yacht Club. Oh yeah. I did. Okay, yeah, I did hear about this with Bored Ape Club. I think that's pretty smart move, partnering with one of the largest NFT project this year, hands down. It's only 0.74 ETH. I'd have to take a look at them after this to see I'm kind of trying to spend more into VeVe and less onto all the other NFT projects out there, because Artifact was the last really big one. But I mean, there's still gold to be found. I think the ultra rare is really cool. I love the animated for Steamboat Willie. I like the super hokey music. I just wish he whistled. Like, I wish the movement of his mouth versus just the blinking of his eyes was the animation, because that would stand out more so to me, but still really cool. All right, so besides that, we have a ton of drops this week still. And if you haven't seen them, make sure that you're also doing your spinning every 8 hours. Oh, let's go ahead and retweet that. Boom. But they just announced this. So Friday, 8 a.m., we are going to be seeing Groot. That's loud. My speakers suck. I need to get better ones. Man, I'm a big fan of Groot. Like, I'm a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I've actually cosplayed as Star-Lord, and I actually did a hybrid cosplay way back of where I was Star-Lord outfit, and I wore blue, like the giant raptor head as my head, and like wandered around Comic-Con and did all that, and like it was hilarious. It was like a crossover or a crossplay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But this is really cool to see. I'm happy, and I think someone already spoke about this in the comments on here. I'm happy that they went with Groot for Christmas. Like, I like Groot. I think this is really good play on like him in the pot. Like, it's cute, it's fun, and he's dancing around. It's very festive. I'm happy they went with Groot and not Star-Lord or Thanos or anyone else directly from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, because I think the first appearance with Christmas form exclusively is not really doing justice to the character. Like, Deadpool's awesome. I'm happy that the common does not have the sweater, but that's also why you see the common Deadpool much higher in price and value than the uncommon or the rare even, right? Because that Christmas sweater, it's funny, it's cool, but everyone wants the OG, everyone wants the original, right? So I think this is cool to see, and I definitely like it, and I will be going for it, of course. But I'm very happy that they didn't go with Star-Lord or another Guardian of the Galaxy for this Christmas theme. We also see the Rogers the Musical. This one, if no one could have called this. This one took me by surprise. So I'm a fan of the movie posters. I know they don't do great. Like the James Bond ones haven't really shot up. I think the movie posters are really slept on if you care about your master collector program placement, which you should in theory, because it will have a say, at least they've alluded to it in the past. It could change with your ranking and when you'll have access into land or buying land in the VeVeverse, right? So all the points you accumulate depend on your ranking, as well as with the Master Collector program. We've got 8 minutes left. With the Master Collector program, if you're the top 6 ranks, you get the Master Collector Program Pro for free. So it gives you a whole bunch of added benefits. And so instead of having to pay for it, you just get it for free. So things like the movie posters, they're cheap. They're easy to collect. You put them up on your walls and all that. Like they look cool. People use them for accessories and tables and different things to kind of play with the showrooms right now. But this is directly from the Hawkeye Disney Plus show, right? So it's directly from Disney Plus again. It's hilarious that they did this. I don't think it'll do super well because unless you watch the show, you don't really get it. And so I'm really surprised they went with this route. It might just be better awareness for Marvel. Like Marvel's obviously already tweeting about it, which is awesome, but still cool to see. The other ones, of course, that are happening tomorrow is Frank Labbit. So, and that is happening Thursday, tomorrow morning. I will not be streaming that one personally, but I'm very excited for the Labbit. I might be streaming the Labbit myself because I think this is really cool. I actually don't have a complete Labbit set yet. Super disappointed. I should have bought the backstab Labbit, the black backstab Labbit. Say that 5 times fast. Black backstab Labbit, black backstab Labbit, black backstab. That's so hard. I wish I bought the black backstab Labbit when it was around 650 gems back in August, back when there was the first big gem squeeze because of Marvel. I saw it and I was like, oh man, I should really get 1 or 2 of those. But I was buying other things, scooping up other things. And then it ran away. And then it shot back up to over $2,000. I think it's now in like 1.8 range now. And I have not completed season 1 or season 2 or series 1, series 2 of the Labbits, but this will do really well. And I think because we saw Ron English actually do the airdrop with his, it just makes sense for Kozik to do it as well. And these are going to be some of the best value once they go into Immutable X marketplace, because Kozik sells his NFTs in OpenSea as well, right? So when you think about the value, of some of the Kozik OpenSea collectibles, they hold value pretty well. Price high. Let's go to last sold. Where am I? Recently sold. So we can see some are like 0.04 ETH, 0.5 ETH for Crypto Labbit Backstabbeth. So someone paid $2,000 for this, right? This is awesome. The Doom Shroom. We recognize this, right? Look at 0.75, so $3,000 for this Labbit. So when you think about how people are already spending plenty of crypto, plenty of Ethereum on his work within the NFT wider world, what do you think will happen when we go to Immutable X Marketplace, and who do you think their NFTs we're going to put on first? The artists who are already in OpenSea and other marketplace. So that's why I'm always bullish on Labbits. I really should have already scooped them before I told everyone that they're going to be doing really well, but I have not yet. That is something I've been sleeping on with the backstabs, and I really need to get on top of it. Where was I? Yeah, let's see. We've got 5 minutes to go. Ooh, 4 minutes and 32 seconds. All right. Did I tell everyone the trick yet? The trick is, again, Spacegate. You want to go for it right there. Make sure you're clicking ahead. But you also want to use UGate, right? So at the last 3 seconds, you want to make sure that you're jamming that space and shout David U at the top of your lungs, or at least as loud as you can without waking the family in the other room, or bugging the neighbors, or having the cops called on you because you're yelling David U at the top of your lungs. But that is UGate. It's going to help us get it today. We're going to win. All right. So there's also one more drop coming, and that is the stamps. People slept on stamps, and people who scooped up a bunch of common stamps for really, really cheap made out like kings. They were able to accumulate really solid amount of gems, as well as scoop up the ultra rares. I remember they were selling pretty cheap. I can't remember what I got my ultra rare for, but I think I completed the set for like under $200. I don't want to leave the screen. I'll look at it in a minute, but do not sleep on the stamps. These are incredible. And if you didn't see, I actually called this exact drop on December 8th, where I was like, hey, like if we're looking at stamps, these forever stamps were just released from the USPS. I bet these are it. And that's what we got. So confirmed. All right, fam, let's go ahead and jump over to the questions and let's get this drop together. Let's get some, how do I do it? W's? Let's get some W's. How do I, let's see if I can get like screen, bigger screen. Nope. All right, so let's hop back over to Steamboat, my boy. This is one where I like, of course I want the ultra rare. Like I would love it. I would keep it. Would I keep it? If I got the ultra rare on this, hopefully I just get one, period. But if I got the ultra rare on this, I might flip it and just buy a ton of commons just because it's going to shoot up in value, but so will the commons. I mean, I think it's the smarter play. All right. Good luck, everyone. Shout out to everyone in here. I appreciate you guys. Let's get this. Sammy says, good luck, OMI homies. Do you think commons are going to be sold well? I do. Yeah, like commons are going to jump up in price, I believe. And if not, then people are making a big mistake there. Do you have any tips for getting the drop on cellular data? My work has the worst Wi-Fi. I've seen sometimes where it depends on what phone you have. If you have 5G, I would imagine so. I've done where I've just done my Wi-Fi, I've done where I've just done 5G. Either one seems to work. It just seems like it's kind of like timing that little millisecond of where your finger is when it actually happens, the timer. And this is going to be a hard one to get, guys. Like there's going to be roughly maybe what? Probably anywhere around 250,000 to 350,000 people going for this. So as Jack says, good luck, everyone. Let's get this. Yay. Welcome, Eric. Thanks for hopping on. First live drop with Taps. Hope you're having fun, man. I have a feeling they're going to do Golden Labbit for completing collection. That would be awesome. Like that would be really, really cool. I hope they actually do so. Labbit breeding. Yep. So he's alluded to Labbit breeding. We've got 55 seconds. He's alluded to Labbit breeding. And so let me move this so my head's not blocking it. And so if you do have 2 of 1, that might be a good move. I actually might want to grab a few of myself, like some doubles up. They haven't confirmed it, but that is something that Frank Kozik has talked a lot about. Do you think they will change Christmas form Groot the normal like is being talked about with Deadpool? I don't know. I'm not really sure. They might just do a different Groot. I'm moving over here to do this drop, guys, but they might just do a different Groot. So we'll see what happens. Everyone get ready. We've got 14 seconds. All right. I'm standing up for this one. I'm standing up for this one. Let's get it. David, you! I got it! It worked! Let's go! Ugate confirmed. It works. Oh, I'm so happy that worked. Let's go. Yes. If you did not get the drop and you didn't yell David you, then you didn't use Ugate. And that's why you didn't get it. I took my gems. Okay. Ooh. All right. So we're going to be going for the rebound still. So do not forget about the rebound. It happens at the 4-minute. So on my other device, I did not score it, but as you can see, we did it, fam. Who else got one? Type, let me know what you got. We're still waiting to see what I got in terms of the actual edition. What kind? Uncommon. That's the one I didn't want, though. That's the one I did not want. I wanted common or ultra rare. You think I would be happier with a higher rarity, but on this one, I'm not. Dang it. Because that is still a very high edition uncommon. That always happens. I got the ultra or something on the DC Artist Alley, and it was like the common ended up doing better. Like that, I always get like a higher rarity when it is not the one you want. But I got one. I'm still stoked I got one. So, all right. So what we want to do now, who got one? Let me know what you guys got. Is hop back over to this clock. All right. We're waiting for the 4 minutes to go for the rebound. Let's get this pack up. Boom. One order pending. I got the uncommon. Unfortunately, you think that would be a good thing, but it is not, at least in my opinion. All right, so we're going to go for the 4 minute. Okay, who got one? Who got one? Oh, snap. Zach, congrats. Zach got an ultra rare. Dude, that is awesome. Well done, Zach. Who used Ugate? I hope someone legit actually did use it. Good luck, OMI homies. All right. We spam, right? Yep. You make sure you spam that button. But now we're going to be doing the rebound, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Curtis got an uncommon. Well done. AMR got one. Nice job. Oh, man. Sorry to hear the L. OMI, the clown. Go for the rebound. We've got 1 minute to rebound. How? New York Park. So you got to use Spacegate. You got to use Spacegate and Ugate. Boom. We got W's in the house. Well, good job, Fabone. We got Sean with the W. Sorry to see the L. Keep going for rebound. W from Uncle Drew. Did not get it. Sorry to see that. Shaq got a common. Well, dude, nice mint. Dude, that's solid. One order pending. Nice, AMR. All right. We've got 30 seconds until the rebound. So look at my screen. What you want to do is you want to click in and go for that buy now right at the 0 second. So at the 4 minutes on the dot. So you know where the buy now button is. Get your finger ready to go ahead and push right here. Like know where it is on the screen. And we'll see how we're able to do. 10 seconds. Dang it. No. I almost got a rebound. So you see the buy now button pop back up, and then I missed it. So that's how you go for rebounds. We're going to try again at the 8 minute and probably again at the 12 minute, but I'm probably going to hop off by the 8 minute point, but we're going to be going for another rebound. And that's how you do it. Like that's the only way that's effective. Shout out to VeVe Vault for showing this tactic. You know, I would have never known to really, because I knew that it would pop back up around 4 to 8 minutes, but I never really used the time.gov side. And I know that we run a second ahead. So I usually do it right at the turn of the 0. And that's how I've been able to get rebounds. If you're able to get a rebound, let me know in the chat. Let's see. Yes. Let's go. You. One order pending. Mine was still in countdown. No fair. Sorry to hear that. Payment error. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that drop. Got a sub 1K uncommon. Nice. Ultra rare. Well done. Uncommon. If you have one pending, it means you have it. Well done, Zach. Got one process, took my gems, gave me an error message, and kicked me back to the buy now screen, but it showed that I had one pending. So if you have one pending, then you have it. Like that little red bar is how you know. This little red, where'd it go? So we're going to be going for the rebound again in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But that red bar right there is how you know you got it. Okay, let's see. Got one. Nice job, Bolshevik. Is it Bolshevik? Bolshevik? Yes. Got an uncommon. Hey, we got a bunch of W's in the house. Common and uncommon. So you got the rebound or you had 2 devices. Good job. One order pending. That means you're good. Got nothing, but my girlfriend got a 339 common. Nice. Get everyone involved. If you have a household, if you have family, like create other accounts, use multiple devices, just don't bot. As long as you don't bot, you're fine. But do what you need to do to get the bag. We got plenty of W's. Congrats, everyone. Got one. Thanks for the tips, bro. Of course, man. Well done. We've got another minute and a half until the rebound. Oh, you had the buy now button too, but didn't get it. Fabrice, nice, bro. He got the rebound. Well done. And Omi the Clown. Dude, you guys stole my rebounds. That's what happened. Top Killer got a rebound. Nice. Dang, all you guys are getting rebounds. Well done. Omar rebound. Rodney says, dude, I hate VeVe. When I miss, I also do. Been doing drops for months without a single win until today. Nice. Happy to see you break the cold streak. Well done, Timothy. It's over. I've heard that before, so I'm going to keep going for it. I'm getting another rebound. Payment error. I've got one order pending. Does that mean I have it? Yes, that is. That means that you have it. Well done, Lyndon. Thank you for the super chat. Rebound, it says sold out. So you need to hop out of that screen, go back to this screen, and the buy now button will pop back up if there are still more to get. So we don't know yet until we see. So let's check. We'll go for it at the 8-minute. So we've got 20 seconds. And then I'll get to the rest of the questions, but it's game time. Let's do this. All right. So I'm following this clock right here. Here we go. Oop. Nope. No buy now button for me that time. Did anyone get a second buy now button, or did everyone just swoop it on the first rebound? I might have clicked too early. I accidentally clicked my other device and it pulled me off the screen. So I hopped back in, and when I looked down or looked back up, it was like right on the dot. So that might have been user error on my fault. I'm not sure if there was another rebound. But so people were asking, like, how do you get the rebound when it says sold out right here on the button? So again, you want to go out of the screen. If it's a normal drop, sometimes the buy now button will actually stay active. Do not leave that screen if that's the case. But if it's a blind box and you see, or even if it's that kind and it says sold out where it's zeroed out, you want to leave that screen, stay on the next screen, and then right at that countdown for the 4-minute, the 8-minute indivisibles of 4, you want to click back in and make sure your finger is on that spot and then just jam it, right? Because everyone knows this tactic now. It is very, very hard to get rebounds, but some people are just able to score and get them. So that is the rebound. Who's able to get one on the second one? Got 2. Well done. Nice. Dude, we got so many W's in here. Got the rebound, but then said I had no more gems to. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. 2 pending. Still have buy now button. Oh, if you still have the buy now button, do not leave the screen. Got partners in the drop in the ultra today again. Good job. Yes. Howard, first ever rebound. Uncommon, but hey, whoop, whoop. Well done, Howard. We got a bunch of rebounds and wins. Happy to, even like some of the L's that we saw from like Omi the Clown and Fabrice, like they were able to get them on the rebound. So, I mean, that's still a win, right? If you miss on the initial, but you get a rebound, that's a W in my book. I have 10 full sets. Will this mean anything? I mean, it'll put you up higher in the Master Collector program somewhat, but I mean, I know some people who have like 60 plus sets. There's so many people who are going to be high tier. I have like 40 something sets. Common, uncommon, got an uncommon, got my first rebound. Let's go. Congrats, James. Well done. How do I get the rebound? Just went through it. Where do you see what you got? It tells you right when you nail it. Like, so once it completes, takes your gems, it'll show you that green truck and it'll say what the edition number is and what type of rarity you got. Shout out to Zach. Thank you so much for the super chat. Use cell service. I don't know what U-gate is. Just hit buy. U-gate is where you yell David, you at the top of your lungs. And that's how you secure the drop. It worked for me today. It's just me clowning around, but it worked. I'm going to do it from now on. Oh, Shaq with the L. Sorry to hear that, bud. Finally got one. Nice. Got the uncommon on the rebound. Well done. Uncommon and a common. Ooh, well done. Got buy now button, but all sold out. I'm going to try again at the 12-minute. Let's see what happens. I think they're gone, but you never know. So, and then after that, I'm going to hop, but ooh, what? Robble with Pollock with the 89 ultra rare. That is such a low mint. Dude, well done. Are you going to sell it? I would sell the crap out of that for like, who collects 89s? I feel like I know someone who collects 88s, but someone collects 89s for sure, bro. So you could sell that for a good amount. Nice. Enjoy with the first rebound. Common club. I'm jealous, actually. I got the uncommon. All right. 10 seconds. Going to try. I bet they're all sold out, but still got to go for it. This is my last attempt at a rebound. Nope. I think they're gone. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dang it. Well, looks like everyone pretty much rocked it. Like most people got W's in here. Some got rebounds, some got L's, but I'm sorry to hear that, but do not sleep on this collectible. I would absolutely make sure this is a part of your set because again, this is a part of history, not just for VeVe, but for the NFT space. Steamboat Willie is absolutely an incredible, incredible memorabilia Americana that is the heart and soul. It is the pride of the Disney brand. It is almost 100 years old. It was created in 1928. It was the first tie of like sound into cartoons that was widely popularized. It was the first full appearance of Mickey and Minnie and Pete, I think as well, to Disney fandom, Captain Pete, to the masses. And like this is what started Mickey Mouse to then become the most popular figure in the entire world. So the secondary market, if you missed today, I would absolutely be scooping up one because I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to be there with you to buy more. I'm not happy with my uncommon. I want a ton of commons. If I can get roughly about 5 to 10, I would be stoked. I know I'll be probably spending around $1,000 to $2,000, but this is a blue chip. This is absolutely incredible to see, and I can't wait to see how well it's going to do. Ultra rare, let's go. Well done, Ryan. Good job, bro. Somehow got 2 ultra rares. What? Congrats. Ultra rare. Yo, ultra rare. You guys are crushing it. Well done. Sorry to see about the L's. Price prediction for the ultra rare. So I was saying it'll probably list around $2,500 to around just above $3,000. Man, I'm still telling you, do not sleep on the commons. I'm going to be in there. I will see you in the secondary where I will be scooping up as many as possible. What clock are you using to determine 4-minute, 8-minute? So I'm using time.gov. It is this site right here. You can also use, I think, time.is. Both are effective. But yeah, that's what I'm using. I know this says 8 o'clock, which for me, it's, 12 o'clock. I don't even care about that. I know what time the drops are. I'm looking at this right here to kind of see where that's in alignment. So this main time, I don't look at this. I look at this because I know what time it is for me, right? It's noon here in California. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Potswiber. Potswiber got an L. I think the commons will probably be somewhere around like $200 to $300, maybe $150. But I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to be trying to get, again, as many as possible. 2 ultra rares. Man, you guys crushed this drop. Uncommon. Nice. We all won, guys. Most of us. And if you didn't, I'm telling you, scoop one up in secondary. Not financial advice, but I would. Commons, bro. Taps is the king. Thanks for doing the streams. Thank you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you got. If you got an uncommon, if you got an ultra rare, congrats. Dude, Chris, you got the ultra rare. That is awesome. Congrats, man. Yeah, I did not. I got a uncommon, but which I was saying to everyone, I was like, man, this is actually the first time like I would have wanted a common or an ultra rare, but not the uncommon. Still happy with it. It'll probably still do well, but to be honest, I'm probably going to be selling it in the secondary so that way I can buy more commons. And I've talked all about why I'm doing that for strategy. If you don't understand the strategy, watch my 8-minute video that I shot this morning on why commons are going to be incredible for this drop. And I think it might take some time for people to realize it. So I'm going to probably flip my uncommon that I just landed on my pending delivery and get more commons. 4-minute rebound, and you got an ultra rare, dude. I've never gotten an ultra rare or a secret rare on a rebound. That's dope. Congrats, Chris. Let's open that market. Let's go. What do you mean by scooping one on the secondary? So basically sniping, looking. So when the secondary market opens up, it's going to be crazy. And so I'm going to be trying to grab some at low price, as many as possible. I'll probably pay an extra 15 or 20 gems from what the floor is, just to make sure I get like 2 or 3. The price will then rally. It'll go way, way up. I'll chill. And then I'll wait for it to consolidate down for people to take profit. And then I'll scoop that. And I'll have roughly about 5 to maybe 10 of the common Steamboat Willies. And then I'll be happy with it. And I'll watch the price go up, kind of like what's happened with the common Spider-Mans. Pending items sometimes take a long time. Again, we could see longer time because of the AWS issues. I hope not, but we'll see what happens. Everyone's different. I tend to get mine like after the market opens, which drives me absolutely nuts. Sometimes it takes 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes an hour and a half. Like, it all kind of depends. I have no idea what dictates that, but that's what happens. What price on the commons? I'm probably going to try to buy commons around or under $200. I don't really want to spend more than $200 each, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Yep. Thank you for answering that. Only the clown, I mean the secondary market. You're still going for it on 16 minutes. I think they're probably sold out, man. I think they're probably gone for the rebounds. All right. So let's see. Thanks everyone for hopping in the stream. I'm going to be prepared for the secondary market. Otherwise, I would hang out with you, but I need to have my head in the game for this, and I recommend that you do too. But hey, congrats everyone for absolutely crushing this drop together. We were prepared. We were able to see a ton of W's, a ton of rebounds. Like, this is probably of all the live streams I've done of the drop, this is probably the biggest W that I've ever seen. Like, tons of W's on the initial drop, including myself. Ugate worked. And we saw a bunch of rebounds, even though I wasn't able to get a rebound myself. So congrats, everyone. Happy to see that people were able to nail this incredible piece of history. And I'll see you in the secondary, everyone. Thanks so much. And hit that like button. Leave a comment after the video. Let me know what you got. And I will see you on the next one, probably the Labbit one. So see you guys in the secondary. Have a great day.